Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is September 7th, 2024. It is a balmy, like 54 degrees at 10:40 in the morning here in Michigan. It is chilly. But you know what? The sun is shining. It looks beautiful outside. There are many rides going on, many events going on today. People are out and about, and that is a good thing. Today I get to go to Grand Rapids and spend time with my granddaughters and my mom and other family members for my oldest granddaughter's birthday. I'm excited to be able to see them again. It's been a long time, and so I'm looking forward to that. But because it is the 7th, we're looking at Proverbs chapter 7. And as we look at Proverbs chapter 7, there's a story of seduction here, right? Solomon says that he's watching out his window, and I'm thinking of it this way: it's a dad, and he's standing there looking out his window, contemplating things, and he probably sees one of his sons sneaking out of the house. I used to do that, so I know what that's like. And he says, I see this inexperienced young man. He's heading for a dangerous part of town. He's inexperienced. He doesn't know that what he's walking into is going to be bad. And he's going to run into someone. It says in verse 10 and 11, a woman came to meet the young man, dressed seductively, having a hidden agenda. She is loud and defiant. Her feet do not stay at home. She's got a character about her. She's dressed seductively. She came out to find someone to suck into her plans. She has that hidden agenda. It's not what she's making it sound like. And she's going to get what she wants. You know, that describes the temptations of life in a real way, doesn't it? It looks good. It looks fun. There is all that it looks like, and then there is the other side of that coin that it is, right? It goes on to talk about how that seduction happens. Great words. Making it look really good. We're going to eat well. We're going to have a party. It's going to smell good. It's going to feel good. And she finally wins him over. That thing that is drawing you and finally wins you over. And in verses 21 through 23, it says this. She seduces him with her persistent pleading. It just keeps coming at you. She lures with her flattering talk. He follows her impulsively. Like an ox going to slaughter, like a deer bounding towards a trap, until an arrow pierces its liver, like a bird darting into a snare. He does not know it will cost him his life. Those things can look really good, and in experience, we can get sucked into those traps. The words, the vision, the image of whatever it is sounds really good. You know, I run into people all the time, and they're telling me about this experience in their life or that, and they're angry with God because, well, Why would God let this happen to me? And it's in those moments that we're seeing that image of that seductive woman with all the bright talk and great imagery of how fun this is going to be and how successful you will be and how great your life will be if you just do these things. And the one thing that just never happened was taking the time to turn to God and say, is what I'm seeing true? Solomon goes on and says, now, my son, listen to me and pay attention to the words of my mouth. Don't let your heart turn aside to her ways. Don't stray into her paths. She has brought many down to death. Her victims are countless. Her house is the road to the grave, descending to the chambers of death. See, those great things look great. And if it is great, you'll be able to wait. Take a moment, a day even, and ask God. Because I promise you this, if you take the time to ask God, you're less likely to get sucked into the great words. You know, she goes through and she offers up all these things. I made a fellowship offering. We're going to have a huge feast today, and it's just for you and me. I've made my bed. I'm dressed for you. I'm ready for you. We're going to partake in lovemaking all day long, all night. Oh, and don't worry, my husband went away. He won't be back until that full moon. The truth was in there, but she didn't hear it because of the persistent pleading. Oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry. No, don't worry about that. No, yeah, we're going to eat good. Yeah, we'll be able to take breaks. Yeah. When we're all done, you'll have experience, whatever it might be. These are all the things that happen in our lives, and it's not just a sexual relationship, is it? Because we get sucked in with the pleadings of these great opportunities, this great relationship with someone that we probably shouldn't be in a relationship with, that job that we know we probably shouldn't take, but we end up in it anyway. Those times where we bought that car and a week later it broke down, or whatever it was, because we bought the line that it's already been checked, you don't have to have your mechanic check it. Whatever it might be. And we get mad at God because he allowed that in our lives. And more often than not, if we're honest with ourselves, he's standing back going, you didn't ask me. Had you asked me, I would have told you what was up. But you didn't ask, and you just went and did it. And so it can't be my fault. But I love you enough to help you figure out how to get out of it. And that's the truth of who God is. He loves you enough to help you figure out how to get out of what you got going right now. And maybe you're in a place where you have talked to God and you're heading in the right direction. That's awesome. Don't forget to do it for the next decision too. Because that seductive, wanton thing is right around the corner. It's always wandering, never staying home, always has a hidden agenda. It's loud, it's defiant, and it's going to persistently pursue you. Today you have a chance to be aware of it. Don't miss it. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.